What is happening, fishers? This evening we back with another video, a quick how-to of the good old dingle-dangle. Whether to dingle or dangle, I say do both, dingle-dangle. Anyway guys, Christmas is around the corner. Check out our cute little Christmas tree. Super cute. Anyway guys, with the festive season coming up, time to save some money. There's two options. You can go out and buy yourself a dingle-dangle, or you can make your own. So this evening I'm pretty much going to run through two different versions. The non-edible dingle-dangle, we were using steel wire to make a dingle-dangle for your shark species out there. And then secondly, for your edible fish, where you want a softer dangle with some more movement and some foam to float your bait. So quick instruction tonight, how I make them, how we do them. Literally super quick guys. You could probably make these in 30 seconds to a minute each. I'm going to slow it down slightly for you tonight, just to show you how quick and easy this is to do. So first of all, we're going to start with the non-ed dangle. What we need to do is get some nice 1.25 galvanized wire. You can use thicker or thinner, or stainless steel wire. I find that your 1.25 works brilliantly. It's soft enough to manipulate with your fingers, cuts easily, and is strong enough to hold on when you're having a cast. So it's quite simple guys. Nice long nose pair of pliers. Going to grab the wire. All you do is simply twist the wire around the pliers until you've got a nice 90-degree straight down. Rather access that way. You can take it out the pliers for this part, or hold it. And what I'm simply going to do is I'm simply going to, with my fingers, twist the tag end of wire. And you have to go around twice guys, nothing more than that. There it is there. Let's get some better shape into that loop on the top. And I'm going to cut the tag end off. You can see a little piece sticking out there. What I'll do is just take that and clamp it down with the pliers, push it out the way. Just neaten this up here a bit. And there we have our top loop. Quick and easy. You can make them in different lengths guys. What I suggest is you carry different lengths with you, some nice long ones, medium, short ones, depending on the size of the bait you want to throw on the particular day. So you have different dangles to choose from, depending on the size of the bait you want to throw. Same thing from the bottom. Grab with the long nose pliers, twist it around till you have a nice 90-degree angle. Same thing, hold. Quick 2 turns. Sorry, pliers wrong way around. Cut the tag end off. And fold the tag down so it doesn't stick you. Quick bit of neatening up. Straighten him out. Just want to get some better shape into that guys. That was awful. Okay, that looks better. And what I do for the top end, where we'll be putting the hook through, some 6.4 millimeter heat shrink. You go out and buy the stuff per the meter. Simply slip him over. Till he's covered. A little lighter. Apply some heat to it. The heat shrink will slowly start forming around the shape there. Try not to put too much heat at once. You don't want to melt the heat shrink. As you can see there, it has formed nicely around the loop of the wire. Give it a couple of seconds to cool down, guys, until it hardens up. Then it's as simple as that. Once you're ready to fish, obviously your hook will be tied to your trace. Take your hook and you pop him through. And then you have quick, easy dangle for your non-edible species, where you can fish a shark head bait, or if you're fishing for a shark or anything like that, nice head bait, mackerel head bait, and then you have your loop at the bottom where your sinker can clip onto. Okay, moving on from there, guys. The dingle we use for edible fishing takes a little bit more time to prepare. 120 to 200 pound Dacron, depending how thick you want to use it. 200 pound Dacron works beautifully. It's nice and thick. This is probably about 120 pounds. It's a bit thinner. So I cut myself a nice piece of about, say, 20 centimeters long. You can keep it longer, guys, up to you. And it is as simple as this. On the top, either a granny knot or figure of 8. I like to use a little quick figure of 8. There's a little figure of 8, guys. What I'm going to do is just tension it up. Simple as that. Underneath it, second figure of 8. Just going to get it to slip over the first one. Sorry, guys, it is quite difficult working with my arms full extended for the camera here. Second figure of 8. So you have a top figure of 8, bottom figure of 8. Down to the bottom, turn him over, fold your line over double, and either a granny knot or figure of 8 again, guys. It gets a bit tricky here because you start running out of Dacron to work with. And there it is, your next figure of 8, and you tie him down and tension him up. Okay, so you're going to be left with top knot, bottom knot, and you loop at the bottom. Little tag end, quick and easy. Going to snip that off. Good old pair of scissors. Top tag end just above the knot, maybe 2 or 3 mils above the knot. Leave a little bit sticking out there. I'll show you now why. And then back to our lighter again. That little piece we've left above our top knot. Take the good old lighter. You should set the lighter for a couple of seconds. Let him burn. That's it. Wet the fingers. Just stop your Dacron from fraying up and getting loose and that not coming undone. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's one last step I like to do. I like to form that into the best circle I can. A little bottle of super glue, guys. You can use super glue and just squeeze it on. I like to just use a whole bottle of super glue rather. And then simply dip that loop into the bottle of super glue. Pull it out, let it dry out for a couple of seconds. Note sometimes it will start smoking, guys. Don't panic, it's not going to settle out. It is a chemical reaction. Get the lid on that super glue so it doesn't go hard. They're starting to smoke a bit. 10-15 seconds, guys. Once you're 100% sure it's dry, so you don't get super glue on your fingers, you can push the loop and you'll feel the loop's gone nice and hard, guys. We want that loop to stay hard, so once we've hooked our sinker on, we don't want that Dacron folding together and stopping your sinker from disengaging once your sinker hits the water. So we keep it nice and hard, nice and rigid to make sure your sinker will pop off. And that's how simple that is, guys. We'll grab our... So I'm just looking for the spare hook. The hook. Those hooks are sharp. Take the Dacron, push the 2 knots together. You'll see the Dacron will fray open slightly. So bring it close so I can see what I'm doing. Point to the hook through the frayed Dacron. And there it is, guys. That's how, try that again. There it is, guys. That's how you secure it to your hook. Nice and strong. It's not going to come off when you're casting. Now the next step, quick, easy one, we obviously want to add a bit of flotation to that. So we'll take it on there. Good old trusty piece of foam. Line up your bottom knot with the very bottom knot on your piece of foam to get a bit of length, to get your length. So once again, so you got your bottom knot right at the bottom and your secondary knot at the top. Measure that out. Keep your fingers either side of it, take it, put it against your foam. I'm going to hold it against my foam there, and then what I'll do is, I'm trying to cut my Dacron now, I'll make a little notch there so I know where it is, my foam. Cut a little block out my foam at that length. So I've got a piece of block of foam at the same length as my dangle, little cutting board across here. I'm going to take that foam and slice that foam down the middle, only halfway through. A lot of guys use different foam, guys. Some guys use the blue hard foam, the high density black foam. I like the spongy foam. It keeps the bait more natural, adds a bit of flotation. So you'll see a nice slot cut in the foam. Now where did the dangle go? There he's hiding. Simple as that. Take the dangle, take your Dacron, push it through the middle of the foam. What I find best is if I use Fish SA's thick cotton for this. You can use super glue and glue it. I just find it's easier if I'm doing it on the rocks. Not as messy, you can super glue all over my fingers. And just wrap some of the cotton around, guys. Don't have to go crazy. Also remember, you don't want to push too much of that foam, the air out the foam, sorry. You want that foam to be buoyant. And that's it, guys. Nice little piece of foam on your dangle. You can build your bait, your squid bait, your catfish bait, whatever bait you're using, your fleshy bait, around your foam. Got a beautiful hard ring on the bottom to hook your sinker onto. Make sure it's engaged. Guys, that's how easy it is. Get out, get yourself some Dacron, get yourself some wire. Alternatively, buy yourself some dingles. Fishing a dingle will increase your hookup rate, guaranteed. You've got a much prouder point on your hook. There's no bait interfering with the hookup. I fish dangles, pretty much every single edible species out there, unless I'm fishing off the bricks for a bluefish or something like that. I'll fish with a dangle. I find it gives a lot better natural movement, and the added benefit is you have a place to hook your sinker when you need to get that extra distance on those long casts. Keeps everything more streamlined. So that's it, guys. Quick, easy explanation on how to make yourself a dingle dangle for non-eds and eds. Get out there, make them yourself, try it out. It's not so difficult. Anyway, guys, we'll see you all soon. I know we'll be fishing late in the week. The weather's not great this week, so we're probably looking at Friday, Saturday. Hopefully we get some fish and get a video out to you guys. Until then, stay tuned, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you all soon. Cheers.